Yeah, so I kind of want to start a podcast, but if I were to, it would only be exclusively on my Patreon, which is in the description below. So comment if I should do it or not. Hi guys, it's Alexx, and this video is kind of sort of impromptu. I had the idea of making this video / intent of making this video since May of 2019, which was last year. And I know I concluded the Madi series, or I said I was going to in November. November 13th, 2019 to be exact. But if you don't know what happened with me, basically my friend now, but ex-friend at the time, left my life. And I was really, really hurt over it. She was my best friend of over a decade. So obviously I was dealing with a lot of pain, and it was really painful and stressful. And it was wondering if we were ever going to be friends again. And we are now, to answer your question. But I want to go over a list of things in my notes that I made that can maybe help those who are struggling, because, I forgot to close this. But this could help some of those who are struggling, because I know how much of a pain it can be when people leave your life, whether it's their fault or not their fault, or if it's intentional or unintentional, or if you're wondering if they're ever going to come back. I know what it's like, and I was really hurting for about 2.5, almost 3 years. So basically the whole time. And everyone deals with things at their own pace. Everyone gets over grief and other things in general at their own pace. So how long it took me may not be how long it takes you. You could get over it in a week, a day, a month, a year, 2 years, 3 years. It all depends on the person. So these are just tips and things that I have learned throughout the whole experience. So yeah. So the first thing I have on here is look for signs. Now, if you feel like a relationship is about to end, or if it's going to end, it's probably going to, right? Maddie's mom, I think she changed a lot. I'm not going to go into much detail about her. Maybe we'll do that for a Patreon video. I have a Patreon that you can set up in the link below. By the way, subscribe if you haven't already. Turn the bell for notification. I have Instagram too. I have all that. You can follow me on all of that. So yeah. So if you are questioning if you guys are going to break up, stop being friends, leave your other job, chances are you want to do that. It's about to come to an end, or you want to switch jobs or whatever. So get out if you can. Get out before they get you out. So get them before they get you, kind of thing. So that's my first tip. And then time heals all wounds. I've said this numerous times on my channel, maybe especially a lot in the Madi series, but I feel like it's extremely true. Time really heals all wounds. It takes time to get over everything. It takes time to grieve. It takes time to process things. It just takes time to get over it. Peter Mana, a YouTuber I watch, he says you don't move on, you move through, which I think are two very different things. And I think both, depending on the situation, because every situation is different. I think it could be a matter of both ways. I moved on from the Madi series and the Madi drama because we're friends again. Who the hell would have thought in a million years we'd ever be friends again? Not fucking my ass, that's for damn sure. Forever doesn't always mean forever, yeah. So someone promises you, or they say they're going to say forever, you think you're going to date forever. That's not necessarily always the case. So you got to expect things to go awry, and you got to expect plan to change. That's how life works sometimes. Because they might go on, they might get married, they might move out, they might go to a different job in a different state. You never know how people work these days. Okay. Give it time, yeah. So like I said, time heals all wounds. Just kind of goes with that. But just give it time. There's not much else you can do. Try and reach out if you can. Try and reach out to their friends. I was desperate. I did everything. I tried to reach out to their friends. I tried asking people in person. I tried whatever I could do. My mom tried. She wrote letters to her mother. She texted her. She reached out to her. She tried to call her, I believe. And nothing worked. So if nothing works, go see a therapist. Go seek help, professional help if you need it and if you can afford it. If not, I'm always here. So there's that. You can reach out to me on Twitter and Instagram. Like I said, they're always in the description, and I pop them up on the screen to promote them. So get help and reach out. Reach out to their friends, their family if you can. Text them, text their friends, ask them in person, because that way they can't really ignore you. If you ask them in person or block you, kind of have to give you an answer. So if you can do it in person, do it in person. But make sure you're safe and it's safe to do it. If you don't feel safe or comfortable, go with someone or have someone go with you. me in a public place if it is that serious, because some cases are, I'm sure, that serious. So there's some advice for that. So what helped me? Now I'm going to go over what helped me on how I managed to cope with that and quote unquote get over it. My mom. I always told my mom I wasn't worried about her giving up on me. I was worried about me giving up on me. And I think those are two very different things. I am very, very blessed to have a good mom. Who wouldn't give up on me and who would never give up on me. I'm very, very blessed to have that in my life. Not everybody is as fortunate as I am to have that in their lives, and I am very counting my lucky stars almost every day for that. But the thing is talk to your family, talk to your other friends. Well, I think relatability is a big thing for me. I keep burping, so excuse me. But I think relatability is a big thing for me, because if you can't relate to what I'm talking about, like, I go based off of how long we were friends, and if someone else was friends with a decade or longer. So, for example, my grandma had, like, a crazy racist neighbor. I might tell that video on my Patreon as well. I thought about telling it on here, but, like, I don't really want to get sued, even though everything I said was true. But I might tell it on my Patreon, so that might be a Patreon exclusive video. So there's 2 videos right off the bat, and the time I got suspended, so that's, like, 3 exclusive Patreon videos, plus you'll get other content. So if you want to sign up for my Patreon, I think you have to donate at least $1 or more. So if you want to help me out extra, you can definitely do that. Link is always in the description. So yeah, so I think, like I said, relatability is a big thing for me. And the only person that can relate to my situation, kind of, sort of, although she was in a relationship with her friend way longer than I was my grandma. I would ask her, and I don't know how she did it, but she got on, she moved through it, I moved on, I moved through it, even though we're friends again. It's weird. I never would have fucking thought that in a million years. Okay, Twitter. So your favorite social media app. Twitter and Flurry, they kind of go hand in hand because they're both social media apps in that regard, in that aspect. But Twitter really helped. Twitter has been my dumping ground for about 6 years now. And it's my go-to where I have an issue or I want to reach out to my friends in the group chat. Pussyfoots, we turn 18, 19, 23. We turn 3 years old and the 31st of January, which I might have some reaction videos. Only the Young by Taylor Swift coming out. I really am looking forward to that song. It's about, like, politics and stuff. Wait, the wrong people think they're right. Like, oh, I cannot wait to hear that. I was gonna wear, like, my tie-dyes, Taylor and Stella shirt, but I can't find it. It needs to be washed, but I didn't want to wash without my clothes because I didn't want it to get leaked all over with that shirt or my other stuff. So yeah. But anyways, so yeah. Music. So music is a big thing. For me personally, I have a freshman playlist of, like, songs I used to play and repeat for all of my freshman year, but a lot of that music consisted of Melanie Martinez. I listen to her, like, on the way to therapy, and on the way back from therapy, and on the way to school, and on the way to the bus, and on the way home from the bus. I listened to Melanie Martinez's Crybaby album a lot my freshman year. In full, basically. I remember, like, listening to Tag It and walking home from the bus to my house. So it's just, like, find what works for you. Find your favorite artist. Like, now I would listen to Taylor. God forbid if this situation happened again, I would listen to Taylor and put Taylor on. That's the other thing. Keep your guard up. If you are friends with someone you never thought you would lose and you're friends again, keep your guard up just in case something, God forbid, something happens again. You kept your guard up so you're not shocked or surprised or as sad as you would be the first time going through this. I think that's an important piece of advice as well. So this one is obviously optional if you can afford it, but it doesn't necessarily even have to be professional. It could be a family, it could be a friend, it could be a coworker. It doesn't necessarily have to be a professional person, but therapy. I fortunately could go through a therapist, but I think I have insurance to cover it. If we paid out of pocket, I probably wouldn't be able to go, but I have insurance, so thankfully I could go. And that really helped me a lot. By the way, do you guys want me to sit on my bed like that? Well, let me see how it looks. It's probably gonna cut my head off. Yeah, it does. Oh, wait, no. Do you guys want me to sit on my bed like this? Or do you guys like me sitting on the floor? I don't care. I really don't mind either way. So, yeah. And then I wrote an album. You could write a book. You could write a song. You could write a poem. Whatever works for you, just do it. I wrote an album on Madi my freshman year. I released it on YouTube, but then I, like, deleted it, and I really regret that. I really wish I would have unlisted it or, like, made it private instead of just deleting the album in full, but unfortunately, I deleted the whole thing, but I just remember, like, recording some stuff on my mom's laptop when my iPad got taken away, which was all that mattered to me. Not necessarily because, like, it's an iPad, it's electronical. It's because it's all I had at the time. Minus my therapist and my mom, but when they weren't there, that's all I had. Okay, so yeah, guys, I think that concludes this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Follow me on my social media. You can follow my Patreon and get exclusive content on there and there only. And I will see you guys in the next video. So until next time, bye, guys.